How to become a digital nomad in 2023. Have you wondered about how to become a digital nomad in 2023? Well, trouble yourself no further because in today's video, we'll show you how to become a digital nomad in 7 steps. Without wasting time, let's get to it. Number 1. Find your money-making strategy. Before you can become a digital nomad, you'll need to find a reliable way to make money online. If you do this before you leave home, you'll feel a lot more confident and safe. It doesn't have to be hard, which is good news. Here are some of the best ways to get started working from home. First, take your current job home. One good thing that came out of the pandemic was that it made the idea of working from home for one company more acceptable. If you've been able to do your job from home for the past 2 years, you could ask your company if you can work fully remotely from another country. If you worked from home during the pandemic, your boss should already know that you can do well in this kind of situation. Keep in mind that there may be tax and HR issues, but it never hurts to ask. Your company could rehire you as a private worker to help with these problems. The best way to get a head start on becoming a digital nomad is to work from home at your current job. Secondly, get a job that you can do from anywhere. You tried the first choice, but your boss or HR said no way. Then your only other choice is to look for a new job that you can do from anywhere. Job boards are the best place to start, especially ones that are made for people who want to work from home. Lastly, you can always start an online business. The most obvious thing to do would be to work as a freelancer in your present field and look for clients in your business network. If you still have a full-time job back home, you can get a head start by building up an online freelancing business on the side. Number 2. What kind of digital nomad are you? The answer to this question is important because it will affect many parts of your move, such as the country you choose and the type of visa you ask for, as well as how your taxes will work while you are living abroad. You can choose between becoming a real nomad, moving every few months from one country to another, or becoming a refugee, foreigner, or digital émigré and working online while living in another country for a long time. Think about what you want to accomplish in the long run. Do you want to travel and see a lot of different places while making money online? Would you be happy if you didn't find a place to live for a few years, or maybe ever? Or would you rather build a safe life in another country while you work from home? Do you want to get a second passport, or are you happy with the one you already have? Once you've picked a few, it's time to pick your first place to go. Number 3. Pick your first place to go. We're finally getting to the fun parts. Choosing the right place to live is one of the most important steps in becoming a digital nomad. If you do it right, you'll love this way of life. But if you mess up, you might never want to try again. The first thing to look at is how easy it is to get to a place. I mean, how easy it is to move to a different country and work from there. Does entering the country require a visa? Or can you enter for a certain number of days without a visa? Do you need a long-term residency visa or a digital nomad visa, which is made for people who move around a lot? And if so, what do you need to do to get one of those? The most important thing a digital traveler can have is probably Wi-Fi. Most wealthy countries have fast Wi-Fi and don't put any limits on the internet, so you'll be fine there. Watch out for places like China, where the government blocks Facebook, Twitter, and Wikipedia, among other popular sites. A VPN membership is a good idea if you want to use online services that require an IP address from a different country. Remote work can be a lonely way to live. Working in places with other people is a great way to avoid feeling lonely. Here, you'll pay a daily or monthly fee to use a shared office with other online workers who are all working on different projects. It's a good way to meet new people and feel like you're back at work on days when you don't want to stay in your room. How well public transportation works in a place is a big part of how well you can live there. Unless you buy a car right away or don't mind being on your own, you will need a good network of buses, trains, and metros. Choose a place where ride-sharing services like Uber, Bolt, and Lyft are popular and often used for extra ease. You might end up renting for a long time or getting a home in your new place. But at first, you'll probably want a short choice so you can get to know your new surroundings before committing long-term. So it's a good idea to choose places where you can easily find open short-term housing through sites like Airbnb or Flatio. Number 4. Downsize your life. If you don't have too many personal items, it will be much easier for you to become a digital nomad. This choice is, of course, a very personal one. I know that not everyone wants to live with very few things. Downsizing can be done in different ways. First, you could take a very harsh approach and sell or give away everything you won't be taking with you. This method works well for digital nomads who really want to be free to move around and change countries every few months. Second, if you own your own home, you could just leave everything as it is, put your valuables in storage, and rent the house out for a long time. If you don't own your own home but still want to keep your things, long-term storage could be a simple answer until you do. That gives you the option of deciding later if you want to bring them with you to your new country. Lastly, if you plan to be a digital expat for a long time and move your life to a new country, you may want to bring all your things with you. If that's the case, you'll need to look into international shipping choices, including customs rules for your new country, and figure out what to do with your stuff when it gets there. You might also want to sell your car or motorcycle and get rid of any memberships that are tied to your old place, like a gym membership or TV deal. Number 5. Arrange mail forwarding. Even though you're going abroad, you may still get mail from groups and services in your home country from time to time. For instance, letters about student loans, letters from the tax office, and other bills. To make sure you don't miss any important mail while you're living abroad, you'll need a way to get real mail. Setting up a private email service is one way to do this. These give you an address you can use to get mail in your home country. Then they scan each letter and put it online so you can read it. You could also ask a helpful family member or friend to pick up your mail while you're away. Number 6. Open a cross-border bank account. Most of the time, a digital nomad has to deal with money in more than one currency. Perhaps you get paid in US dollars but pay your living costs in euros. Or maybe you get paid in euros but still have to pay taxes in British pounds. No matter what your situation is, you'll probably need a bank account that works across borders. Number 7. Get insured. Before you leave on your trip, it's a good idea to get travel insurance. Some residence cards, like many in Europe, require that you have travel insurance that covers emergency medical costs. If you want to live in an EU country for a long time, you'll usually need a policy that covers you for 6 to 12 months. Once you get your residence pass, you can apply to join the country's state healthcare system. Digital nomads who move from country to country will need travel insurance that covers all of the countries they visit. Which of these has been helpful? And is there any step you think we didn't mention? Please let us know all about it in the comments section. Do you like this video and want to see more like it? Then make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.